people.
Hi.
Yes, welcome. Today we're very serious. We're about to handle a very serious topic.
Today?
Yes, a very serious topic. I'm gonna story. So I'm going to start with the introductions as usual. And
hi, I'm Damarachi.
Hi guys, Yvonne here.
Hi, I'm Hilda.
Elaine.
and I am Sibyl, your moderator for the day. We're going to handle the topic of expectations za ukiwa high school related to careers.
Yes.
And the reality on the ground. Not after you finish university. You get now when you've joined university and you've started. That whole period, you know, where your mindset was ukikachina sama I want to become a lawyer.
Yes.
In high school, yes, and a magistrate. You know,
Magistrate.
now when you're doing the course
Engineer.
itself, where's your mindset? What did you wish that you knew?
Yes. Were you extremely surprised? Ama did the expectations actually ukapata ndio zenye ziko
Ama TV ndo ilikuguide like
You get.
Unaambiwa nataka ukue kama anko nani, kama auntie nani.
Yeah, you see. And so we're not going to focus only on law, we're going to focus on careers in general because people are in different careers at the moment. Yeah. So welcome. And I'm going to start with Damarachi. Tell us.
So for me guys, I'd say, speaking from experience, only a few people get to do what they actually like. So should I say I'm kind of lucky or fortunate that right now I'm in a career that I've always wanted to do when I was young. And like,
Good for you.
yes, of course you stumble on the way, but at least you already have that passion. You have that in me, so you have something to drive you as you go by because you already have that passion. And yeah, I think I'm lucky. I'm not confused. I already knew what I wanted to do.
So you've never thought about doing anything else? I want to
Nothing. Imagine even my brother on my graduation, my big brother was asking me, by the way, what else could you have done if not law? And I was just and then my brother was like, anyway, you've always wanted to do law. You've been singing law. So personally, I count myself lucky to like actually be in a career that I actually wanted to do.
Yes guys, so for guys who are sure of what you want to do in your like the career you want to take, Dama is here.
one of the lives
your husband.
If you have the passion, not it's cost. Yeah, there's no undue influence. Like
It's fine. It's okay. We understand.
someone has not influenced you.
Yes.
It's not your dad telling you to do this or be like nani. Like literally yourself, you're like, hey, you actually love it. So go for it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Okay guys, so for me, I'm going to talk about like when you were in high school, how our teachers or those career guys, when they come to school, they used to tell us how you have one actual scientist in Kenya, you have one financial manager in Kenya,
One neurosurgeon, Ben Carson, in the entire world. Remember? Ben Carson.
You have one neurosurgeon in Kenya.
Not in Kenya, in the entire world. In the entire world.
Yeah. And so now when you're in high school, you get influenced to choose these careers. So you're here, you're good at maths and all that, and then you choose, let's say for example, a course like actual science. And then now once you've chosen it and then you get to campus, you realize that even there are no enough professors for the course. We don't even have the equipment for those things. And then
for
proper training, unapata mtu anasoma sociology kwa actual science, you're like, And then now when you come out here, you actually realize, like, I bet actual sciences are mostly used kwa insurances. And utapata kuna mmoja mwenye amekuwa hired na all insurances. Like especially
the job market in short.
When you're amesoma nje. So like guys, when you're in school, I don't know, I can't say follow your passion, or you just have to investigate, do your research. Because you've had this one
Big influence.
Don't be influenced, because when you get out here, you realize that actually hata hakuna kazi. Most of the scientists hata hawana job.
They don't even practice.
Is it aeronautical? People do a lot of them, and it is not marketable in Kenya.
Unapata mtu anafanya ana act ama anafanya
anaanza biashara yake.
Side hustle like
so
okay.
if you're a teacher, if you're a teacher or a career person, don't go advising high school pupils at there's only one this and this, there's only one, and then all of them choose that career, and then we end up having a backlog. Yani hakuna kazi. Like just educate people, tell them that wafanye kenye wanataka, and there are many other things.
The pros and cons. Pros and cons of you choosing this.
I think they focus more on the pros
and they forget the cons.
And I feel like all that is brought about by there is lack of that. Our schools here in Kenya lack that. You know, if there's a career week, wanna bring people who are on the ground, the lawyers or engineers or what like what's the reality? What are the pros and cons of doing this course? Is there a job? You get if you want to be a doctor, don't just be a doctor cause nani anafanya but you've interacted with a doctor amekwambia. You get
Maybe mine was about those people who had no idea what they wanted to do. Wow. And I was one of those people.
Just move with the road.
Bora umeitwa na job.
Yes. Me, but I think at that time in Form 4 my goal was kuitwa na job, going to campus. That was it. Because the only people who was looking up to were my parents. And my mom is in the medicine field, my dad is in the engineering field. And they all want me to do something related to that. Na mimi sitaki, I don't want to do pharmacy, I don't want engineering. All I knew is I wanted to work in an office somewhere. And, you know, for some reason it's
unakaa kwa kiti una swing chair tu hivi.
That was but I knew being a doctor would not make me.
Watu ushago anasema mtoto wetu wako Nairobi.
So for me law was that middle ground. For some reason I didn't like teaching because I don't have the patience for that. So for some reason law was just that perfect middle ground. So when I was applying and those people walikuja kutu those career, they just told us kama unataka kufanya law, it's a good course, utaenda ku defend in court, go in languages and history. And that was it. And I was like, I'm already good in this subject. So
I can just
let me just apply nifanye law.
Which is another lie.
Your reality.
My reality is it's totally different from what I was expecting. Kenye tunafunzwa in law school, it's so different and
nothing related to history.
Absolutely nothing.
Personally, I didn't do history. I didn't pursue history Form 4. And not
I think in very many courses they are doing things that are not even related.
So after the person who was telling me to apply, I know my parents were there because my parents ni hawa watu wa, you know, kuna zile those traditional African whatever professions. If you're not a doctor, you're a lawyer or a lawyer. And my parents were like, you're not a doctor or an engineer, so
you must
be a lawyer.
Be
and they were there, akaambiwa, your daughter is performing well in this subject, so acha apply. And that's what happened. I was luckily nikachukuliwa job.
Are you frustrated to be doing it? Are you happy?
I don't just reconcile my feelings with the law. At this point, I'm like, I know what I want to do in the law profession, but it's not what I was expecting. I'm very, I don't know, is it underwhelmed? I'm just
that's a lot.
I'm like, this is it. I don't know how to react. I'm just like, okay, I'll just go with the flow. Okay, just
For me, you see, I've been quiet the whole time because I'm just like this topic. So you guys, kusema ukweli, at the age of what was it, 17? 16, 18. Do you really know what a doctor does?
No.
Do you really know what a lawyer does?
Unajua tu anatibu watu.
Unajua tu anatibu watu. Haujui like nitty-gritty of what actually happens there. So let me speak on law because that's what I've done. Ulikuwa tu unajua ni kutetea watu, ni kwenda kotini. In fact, you thought it was shouting at another lawyer. It's a whole altercation.
Yes.
Wait till you sit down and find out law is a lot of paperwork.
A
lot of paperwork. Yani drafting ni 90%.
Drafting, my God. Submissions. Woo.
No one is saying that bit when you're in high school. You get what I'm saying?
Flamboyant.
Even if it's come accounts.
And no law is a very flamboyant career.
I thought tumeachana na hesabu.
Right?
Like anyway, law school kuna accounting for lawyers.
So no. So like for me, I chose law because of my personality. Like people kept saying, this kid should be a lawyer. He should be a lawyer because I was loud and kutetea, you know. Sasa mimi nikafikiria law tu ni kutetea watu.
Yeah.
Akapata ni kudraft.
And accounting, kuna accounting for
Submission.
lawyers.
Accounting.
Kuna mao, una cram.
So-
Honestly, you just cram to pass the exam.
Sindo.
Yeah.
Because
So basically what you're saying is,
What I'm saying is,
in general,
so like, I've had a heart-to-heart with like our dean in the school we were in. Aliniambia tutafuta your path inside that career.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the best you can
Yes,
do. Because
yeah.
you've already come this far. All you can do is look for yourself hapo ndani. You'll find
Find
you.
yourself,
You'll
yeah.
find you and you'll be fine. So mi naweza sema tujakosana na law sana.
And I think the
I think our relationship can work.
Pole nimekuinterrupt.
It's okay, it's okay.
I think the thing is that law is very diverse. You can always
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
if you're into entertainment, kuna entertainment
Hey.
law, kuna sports law,
Labor.
kuna labor,
Law of the
children.
sea.
There's so many.
It-
Hata
yeah.
sasa hivi in the digital era, kuna you can
Intellectual
do
property and stuff.
and all that. So there's always, I think when you umesema, you find your way within
just
the
find
Ama
your way.
unaweza choose
Some
to
wide area.
court is not your thing. Just go be in the corporate space. Just
Yes.
be secretary.
Kuna
Ama wende
Yeah.
huko wa NGO ukwe tu ule mse wa kuongea. They just listen to
they
us to
want
be some
any
smart.
legal advice from the person.
Ama
Sounds
go to somewhere ukwe legal. Mtu unawapea
Hey,
legal
advisor.
opinion.
Exactly, yeah.
forgive them, they're only speaking about law because that's all they know.
Yes.
That's all we know.
We have tried, but Aki,
Yes.
you're testing wengine out wengine
We
sana.
can't talk, yeah.
But I think you're getting
From
our
experience.
drift. You
No.
get
Yeah.
the point is basically, I think for me the expectation that I had was, for example, the career that I'm going to choose is going to be my make or break. If I don't do it, that's the end of me. Yani unajua venye naambiwa, this is going to destroy your life.
Yeah.
Aki,
They
if
used
you
to
do
say
not
that a
choose,
lot.
if you do not choose a good career, that's the end of your life. Bruh, how many of people
You
have
will end up
studied
in sijui wapi.
and are doing kama saizi social media things?
Yeah. Influence.
They
How
don't
many
live by
people
the
have
story.
studied
Yeah.
other things and then you realize the job is not really working, you start your business and it's booming.
Sindio?
You
Kabisa.
get, they don't have to make, career is a good thing, yes, but they don't have to make it a make or break deal.
Yeah, that's what
like
they
if you
do.
don't have to
Yeah,
do this,
you don't
then
have
you look
to,
on the
yeah.
application, you have to choose between this time,
Yeah.
ish. So you realize if I don't do this within this time, this is it, my career, this, no, your life
It
is not
was
coming
that
to an
serious.
end.
Wow.
The reality is you actually realize in the middle, even before you actually get to start earning in that career,
Yeah.
whether it is accounting,
Sindio?
whether it's in, utahapa
Utajipata tu kwingine tu.
I mean,
Yeah.
you get me, I'm
Yeah.
acting. I would not say that my acting was. You get. You have to get by. By the time
Yeah.
I'm starting to earn like those prominent lawyers in this field.
Yeah.
Mtakuwa mnafanya kazi
Experience.
Yeah.
Your word
you
experience.
get
Yeah.
in every field that you're going to do, you're going to need something else. The whole point is, it's not a make or break deal. It's
Yeah.
not your end if you don't get that whatever you
Yeah.
wanted. You don't have to. I'm not saying paying expensive fees is bad if it's something that you like, but you don't really have to die with it. You get. There's always a different option.
Yes.
There's always a different option for as long as you really know what you want. And so we should discuss a major solution that can come, from all this.
Yeah.
Apart from the thing that Dama mentioned about having a career week in school,
Yeah.
where they bring actual
Like a real
career
career week.
yes. Not
To the teachers
motivational
listening to
speakers.
us, a real career
Yeah,
week.
see a motivational
Sure.
speaker where I started making
People
money from
who want to
what?
be teachers one side, people
Yeah.
want to be lawyers one side, people
And they
want
have to
be actors.
diversify. You
Yeah.
get
Yes.
not only bring specific
Yeah.
careers because they think that's the in.
There's this
Yeah.
thing they do in the
You
US,
get.
babe, eh?
Yeah.
Career week for parents. Everyone brings their
Yeah.
parents to school, and of course utapata like
Different
different
fields.
fields
Yeah.
kabisa,
Yeah.
kabisa.
Yeah. And even the thing that we were saying, ukimaliza university, this whole thing of finishing high school and then immediately
Imagine after a few
university.
months
Yeah,
uko
after a few
university.
So
Yeah.
what
As a
happens?
child,
What
unajua
happens
nini?
if 2 years down the line I realize this is not the career I wanted?
Yeah.
You
Ushalipa
start
fee.
having this issue of nimedrop. Mzazi anaanza
You
kukimbizana
look like
na
a
wewe,
failure.
You look like a failure. Well, they should give us that period of. It's like even compared. It's like organized even
It's
by
like a
the
gap
former
year.
school. You
It's a
get-
gap year, ni 1 year.
You figure out what you want. They place you in attachments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
different spots, you get,
Where you have passion.
you know, where you
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
where you can research and you can apply for several, maybe in school. Then you get centers. Uende uangalie
Kwa
field.
ground,
This is
kuna
really what I, yeah, kwa
kaje.
ground vitu
For
zile.
example,
Hapa
when
hivi.
you were high school,
You
you
know.
thought law was your thing, and then you go to a law firm and realize this
It's
is
all
not
This
about
is not what I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah.
going
which is
to be. and
okay.
so-
You're allowed to do that because you're
Hey.
16
Yeah,
and you're very
and then
impressionable.
you'll have that
Yeah.
grace period of
Yes.
changing it
Yeah.
into something else that you do not want.
Maybe
Instead of
business or
finishing and then
something
you have
Because
to do this
because
and
it's
then you
most
have to do
likely
this.
on the outside you picture it different.
Exactly.
Unlike when you
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
inside you interact with actual
Yeah.
reality,
Yes.
not a fabricated one. Hey,
Yeah,
lawyers
actual,
make money, they are flamboyant. Hey, doctors are 6 years, but once you are done, you're paying
that's
very
it,
well.
that's it.
It's automatic. You'll get a job.
It's
Government.
not really the case.
It's
I
a
have
consumption.
another solution. Like I feel like don't force everyone into career because we are not all bright. Like I might be bright in school, another person might not be bright. I think it's the high time parents began telling their children that it's
okay
not
not to
only
get
career
grades.
that is
Yeah.
paying.
Yeah.
Not only
It's
career that
true.
is paying.
It's true.
Talent is paying.
Yeah.
Hobbies are paying.
Agriculture.
Online things are
Yes.
paying.
Agriculture kwanza.
Yeah, many things are
And I
paying.
also think another thing on that, high schools should introduce other courses zenye ziko so limiting, vitu kama ma investments. You get hizo vitu kama ma taxes,
yes.
because those are the things that
That's what
really
we're doing right now.
you need when you get
Insurance.
certain careers.
So
It's
These are the
like-
real life
Yes,
skills.
if you
Yeah.
don't have that knowledge, then it will misguide you into a certain career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you reach and realize, okay, I really need this, it's already too late. You
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
if you get that knowledge from back then,
From back
by the time you're coming out, you can decide I really want to be a financial, you get advisor, vitu kama hizo. You get, and those are things that are making money.
And you see,
having
right
those
now,
courses.
no, mtu amesema, okay, another day has gone without me using Pythagoras
Like,
I know.
teachers, what was
Another day has gone without me telling to head, thorax, and abdomen of a grasshopper.
And I've not mentioned the former vice
Dichotomous
presidents of the
Yes,
country.
You have to, I know this
Those
is
are the
weird to
consequences.
say, but it's like meeting your true love after you're married.
Yeah.
Kusema kweli. Imagine
unaambiwa tu.
mi naogopa niende maybe kwa industry fulani huko kwenye unafanya mechanical engineering, alafu ni realize guys, si niko in love huko. Like hii mechanical engineering is really doing the thing. That's why I've been here doing this. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, but you just
Like
have
I'd want
to,
my
yeah,
eyes to be opened.
to
Nione
be
tu
very
vitu different
open.
before.
Yes. And even on your own, do a lot of research
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
choose. Do a lot of research. If
Let
it's
it
not
also be
possible
a
right
personal
now,
initiative.
yeah.
Yeah.
Si ndio?
Do a lot
Also
of
on the
research.
si ati tu
Singoje tu shule na serikali.
hapana.
Yeah.
Personal initiative.
And also be as a person, you be aggressive.
Yeah.
Because you just really have to know what to do.
Eh.
Because when
Yeah.
you get here, this is really it, man.
Right now it's very competitive compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So you have to make your research and then
Yeah, you do
find
it.
out what you want to do.
So I
so
think
that's it,
basically,
guys.
Ivo,
Yeah.
So, but Ivo, if you've listened to whatever we've said, just, you can comment below. Tell us what your views are, Tell us what you thought yourself.
Yes.
And then what you
Your
found out. In
expectation,
the different
reality.
fields. Because we might have spoken much about law, because that's all we know.
Yeah.
But maybe we could have ideas on other things. You
Yeah.
get, by diversify your own mind.
Yes.
You might realize something else is really paying off. Someone might
Yeah.
have chosen fashion and design and she doesn't even
Yeah.
have the skill for it. She just saw somewhere a magazine that was nice and decided.
Yeah.
Na kuna mtu kwa law career stuck in it. I'm not pointing at her, and she's a very good designer. You get,
Yeah.
please don't mind crossing over and trying other
Yeah.
things. You might realize your career
Be
is something
open-minded.
very
And also
different.
we are hoping
Yeah.
wenye
Not what you
wanatusikia
read.
pia walimu wa civil wenye walimfunza wamesikia.
Yes.
We are hoping someone's parent has watched this and is going to tell
Yeah.
their kids something a bit
Yeah.
different.
Yes, even yourself as you become.
Than
Hey.
what you were told.
Sindio?
Than
What
what
you
you
were
knew.
told.
Yeah.
It's quite too, like, if you don't do law, medicine or engineer,
That's your end of your life. Mtu anakufa pale na ukikuja hapa napata you need to be street smart.
Me, I was
Oh,
supposed to
smart
do
and street smart
physics.
is not the same
Maybe
thing.
3 sciences for nothing.
And
Okay.
also know that career is not for everyone.
Hey.
Career is not for you. Go
Get
for
something
And that's
else.
okay. It's
And that's-
totally
and it's
okay. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
you're
failure,
dumb or
yes.
anything.
Yeah.
Kutojua vitabu means there's something else you're
That you
actually
can-
very good at.
So like, thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you
that
for
was really
watching.
nice.
Bye.
Bye.
To becoming better people.